guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Journey to Zoe. It's good to be back. It's another week. I hope you had a great week. I've missed you guys. If you don't know my name is Shania. Welcome back to Journey to Zoe. This is a faith-based channel where we talk about life, we talk about the journey that we go through with Christ, and I try to share as much as my journey as I can, and we talk about different topics, and yeah, that's basically it. First of all, I cannot believe that we are literally in the 11th month of the year. That's a lot. That's crazy to me. Like, to think that we're in November, only one more month in the year 2023. Like, I feel like this year just flew by ridiculously quickly. Like, so many things, like, it's been so fast, but so many things have happened in this year alone, and so many things are still happening. And I just, at the end of the day, I just give God the glory, because I'm not oblivious to the fact that there are people that started this year. Sorry, my hands feel a bit empty. There are people that started this year and, you know, they didn't make it to see November. And by God's grace, we will all see December in Jesus' name. And, you know, I'm just grateful because God has taught me so many things. I was literally saying to my friend yesterday, I was like, I feel like this has been a learning year for me. Like, I remember before the year started, like last year, 2022, I told God, I was like, God, this whole strongest soldier thing, I was like, if you're gonna make me one of your strongest soldiers, please, I don't think I want. And there were so many things that I asked God that I wanted. I said, 2022, I want soft life. Like, I don't want stress. I don't want this, I don't want that. I just, me that I was like, okay, I'm gonna get my man, bro, God literally said this year I'll deal with you. Like, not negatively, but the things that have been happening, you know, with my spiritual life, and like, you know, me ministering to different people, and God using me as a vessel. If you had told me that I would be doing that in January, if you had told me that is what I will be doing this year, I would have laughed in your face. Like, I kid you not, I feel like people don't believe when I say a few years ago, I was that person that I used to laugh at, like, people that were in the choir. I used to laugh at people that would go to like church on the weekend. I'd be like, what are you doing? Like, don't you have anything better to do with your life? And now I think about it, I'm like, oh my God, like the people that I used to laugh at, God said, just wait, they play. Like, God literally said, do you know what? Still be laughing. Like, I'm gonna use you. I will use you. But I'm grateful. I'm not complaining. There's a certain peace that comes to you when you feel fulfilled, when you feel like you're walking in the purpose that you're supposed to, you know? But yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. This year has been, it's been a lot. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful because God has taught me a lot. And I'm thankful because I think the biggest thing for me this year is that I've been able to build my relationship with God. I've been able to talk to Him more. I think when we're growing in Christianity, just in life actually, we never really count, well, let me not say we, maybe it's just a me thing, but something that I do that's not very healthy is I only see growth when it's like really big, like when it's from like one jump to another jump, right? And I don't see growth as small wins, you know? And this year I've been trying to see it as my small wins as well. Like, you know, there are certain things that I wish I could do, but I'm not doing. But there are things that I couldn't do last year that I'm doing now, and I see that as a win. Maybe I can't pray for 6 hours yet. That's all right. But, you know, God is dealing with me in other ways. I enjoy singing in choir. I enjoy going to church. I enjoy listening to gospel music. Do you know there was a time in my life where I kid you not, you guys, it's not just about listening to gospel songs, it's about knowing that I'm going to bring out whatever I take in, right? And there was a time in my life where I was like, that's impossible. I literally used to say that's impossible for me to not listen to Afrobeat every day. It's impossible for me to not listen to rap every day or songs without swear words. Bruh, I used to say it's impossible. And day by day, God took me, because it's something that I genuinely wanted, and God knew as well that it's something that I genuinely wanted. But I think I also had to recognize that it's not something that I could do on my own. You know, I think a lot of things we try to do it by our own strength, and we can't. It's not something we can do, okay? It says in the Bible, without faith, it is impossible to please God. It's impossible to the original meaning for please, when you look it up, it means to seem good. It's impossible. It's for humanly, it's impossible. But with faith, without faith, you cannot please God without faith. And faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen, right? So it's impossible without having that faith that, okay, I know God. I know I can't do this on my own. I know that I don't have any strength of my own. I know that if I try to do this on my own, I'll just stress, I'll just collapse, like I'll cry. But I know that I have faith in a God who is able to take me through and who is able to do it for me. And literally it was like a day-to-day kind of thing. Like, I will have urge, even to this day, like I'm not perfect, and I will continue to say that over and over and over again. I am not perfect, and I think that's the process of sanctification. Again, that's why I started Journey to Zoe, to show the process of sanctification. And I prayed to God whenever I got urges to listen to certain things and blah blah blah, like, and God would help me each and every day, and I'm just thankful, because those little wins, when you look at it, when you look at everything throughout the whole year, you just go, God, like, who am I that you care so much about me, that you care so much about my desires as well. So I'm just really thankful. And you know, going back to me saying I'm not perfect, I really wanted to talk about that, because I don't know if anyone else can relate, but I don't want anyone to ever think that because I don't do certain things anymore, because I don't go certain places anymore, like, that I think that I'm better than anybody. You know, I feel like this perception may sometimes arise, you know, when you used to do things of the world, yeah? And suddenly you don't do those things anymore. I think if you don't understand it, it can be taken as me being a snob, me being snobbish, or me thinking I'm too cool. I definitely do not. I don't think that. I think when there is a change in someone, when you accept Christ and you allow him to take control, like you say, okay, this life is not my own, do as you will, right? When you get to that point, there are certain things that you used to do, they're just not as important to you anymore. They're just not desirable to you anymore. It's just not. I don't know how to explain it. Like, as you get closer to God, his desires become your desires. That's the only way that I can say it. The things that he wants, the things that will bring him glory, that becomes what you want. And environments and places that will not bring him glory, you know, you decide to kind of like stay away from those things. It doesn't mean, you know, just be, if I, you know, there's a time in my life where I used to go clubbing all the time, and I had to come to a realization, you know, that I was like, bro, you can't serve two masters. It says it clearly in the Bible. You cannot serve two masters. You need to pick, you know. And there came a time in my life where I was very much a lukewarm Christian. Very, very much. When I say lukewarm, I was lukewarm. But most of the time when you're lukewarm, you don't even know that you're lukewarm. That's the thing. You don't even know. And there are things that I used to do that I never thought. I was like, I always kept saying, oh, well, these people are doing worse than me. You know, I would never kind of own up to what I was doing. I would always say, well, this person's doing this and this person's doing that, and I could be doing worse, you know, kind of to justify what it was that I was doing. And this is another reason why it's so important to have a good family around you, a good environment around you, a prayerful environment, a Bible believing, encouraging environment. And you know, I was very lukewarm, and I did certain things and I was like, I'm still Christian, but I would, you know, go to certain places. I'm still Christian, but I would swear all the time. I'm still Christian, but the desires that I would want, you know, I would let my fleshly desires take over my, you know, my spirit, you know. And there came to a point where this verse, if there's any verse in the Bible that I'll never forget, it's this one. And it says, you know, it talks about how God cannot stand people who are lukewarm. He can't stand them. It's like, I would rather you be hot or be cold. But if you are lukewarm, I will spit you out. And when I heard that, when God told me that, that's the day I woke up. I said, quick, like, because the fact that God could say, I will spit you out, it means this is serious. Like, God is a jealous God. He wants you. He wants you to himself. I remember when I was younger, when people said God is a jealous God, I always got confused. I'm like, isn't that rude? Why are you calling God jealous? But he's jealous in a sense that he wants you to himself. You cannot serve two masters. There was a time in my life where, I kid you not, Sunday morning I'll go to church, I'll praise God, I'll lift up my hands, I'll sing. Right after church, I'll go home, do pre-drinks, go to the club. I kid you not. And I would still be walking around saying, yeah, I love Jesus. Like, who are you kidding, bro? Like, who are you actually kidding? And I didn't deep it until after, you know? And I'm not saying this because I'm trying to condemn anyone. I'm saying this because now I know better, you know? And the reason why I don't do those things anymore, again, is not because I think I'm better than anyone. If anything, like, I think I may struggle even more than those people because of the fact that I'm aware that there are so many distractions in the world. There are so many things that are trying to take my gaze away from God. And I strategically plan not to go to certain places because I know I don't want anything to make me fall. I don't want anything to make me stumble. Like, so when people invite me to certain things, my answer is automatically no. Not because I don't want to, because I don't want to put myself in a situation where I could be tempted and fall, right? Like, it's like putting an ex-cocaine addict in a room of cocaine and saying don't sniff or don't do something. Like, really? Like, I literally deliberately set up a plan. Okay, you can't do certain things, Shania. You can't go certain places, because if you go to certain places, you know what will arise inside you. And if that is to happen, then, you know, it's like taking one step forward, 1,000 steps back. And honestly, it's a journey. It's something that we have to go through with God. Like I said, without faith, it's impossible to please God, you know? But one thing that I know that I'm holding on to in my journey is this other Bible verse, and it says, whatever is just, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is lovely, that is the things that we should meditate on. Those are the things that we should think about. And then there's so many distractions in this world. There's so many bad things happening. You know, we are in the end times, and God, we all really need to ask for God's mercy, because there are crazy things happening in the world. But it's important to not let the world turn you into something that you are not. It's important to know who you are. It's important to know what you carry and whose you are, and to fill your mind with what is true, what is just, what is noble, what is right. And all I do, at least, is to ask God each day to help me, because that's all I can do. that's it. I've decided that this journey is not one that I can walk on my own or do on my own. And it's definitely not something I can do without God. And so each and every day I ask him for help, and I just ask him for his grace to take on each day as it comes. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that today. And I'm really excited. I'm excited for what the rest of the year has to bring. I'm excited for the new year as well, 2024. God, I don't know what God has in plan, but you know, I know that lines will fall for me in perfect places and pleasant places, and I'm so excited for all of us. And you know, I just love the fact that I started this, and you know, it's been a really weird journey of starting and stopping and starting and stopping, but I know that there's a reason why I'm doing this. And yeah, I think that's where I'll end it for today. But I hope you all have a great week ahead. God bless you all. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a beautiful week. God bless. Bye.